Hi, I'm Louise Pitre. Welcome to Star Portraits. Behind me, in this shrine of hockey legends, 3 artists are setting up for a portrait sitting. They don't know yet who's about to come in, but before they do, let's meet them. Morag Webster, born in Kenya and raised in Northern Ontario, is interested in the relationships between culture, nature, and politics. Casey McGlynn is an extensively exhibited surrealist pop artist with an enthusiastic following. And Yevgenia Savosta, who abandoned a career in business to paint, has exhibited at the Royal Society of Portrait Painters in London, England. Artists, the person you're about to meet spent 14 years playing in the National Hockey League. And during those years, played over 1,000 games and scored over 1,000 points. He has won the World Junior Championship, the Stanley Cup, and with Team Canada, gold at the Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City. He has spent more than his share of minutes in the penalty box. But his greatest battles have been fought off the ice, and that is where this player is a different kind of hero, who has spent a lifetime battling pain, demons, and abuse. Artists, meet hockey hero, Theo Fleury.
How are you?
Hello, hello. Boy, we're thrilled to have you.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Thank you so much. Hey. Meet your artist.
Hi, how you doing?
Casey.
Hi, Evgenia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Evgenia
Nice to meet
and
you.
Morag.
Hi, great stuff.
I'm just in awe being in this place.
Oh, jeez.
And being with you in here. This is just incredible.
I know, this is a great place to do this.
Well, I know they're extremely anxious to get going here with you because they don't have you for a whole lot of time
I know.
today.
So,
So, let's get going. Oh, boy. Is that going to be okay?
yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm fine. I slept on the floor of a bus for 4 years playing junior hockey, so
So this is nothing.
This is nothing.
Artists, you have just a few hours today to sketch and study your subject and then off to your studios for 2 weeks. And you just relax for a few hours and we see you in 2 weeks when it's all said and done.
Yes.
It'll be cool.
Excited about that. You know, we're sitting in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Hopefully one day they call my name and I get to enter this hallowed place. If I had to use one adjective to describe that room, it would be respect. It's the history of the sport that I played and loved. Where are you from?
I grew up in Elliott Lake.
Okay, all right.
When I grew up, everything was hockey.
Okay, and yourself?
I'm from Tellsonburg, Ontario.
And yourself?
I'm from Ukraine. I moved here 8 years ago.
Is that right? My wife is Ukrainian. So where in the Ukraine are you from?
From Kiev.
Oh yeah, I've been to Kiev. We did a tour with the Flames. It was the fall of 1989. We had training camp in Russia.
Oh.
We played in Kiev.
After obtaining a degree in business, Yevgenia Savosta studied the old master's painting techniques, attending the Academy of Realist Art in Toronto for 5 years. She describes her style as a mix of impressionism and contemporary realism. Reading your book was inspirational to me.
Well, thank you. I really felt that people needed to know the truth because I just kind of disappeared. I want to be as honest as I can because so many people go to their grave with secrets, you know?
Yeah.
You're only as sick as your secrets. From 14 to 16, I was sexually abused by a former coach of mine. And, you know, that kind of sent me on a spiral and a path of self-destruction and bad choices.
Was it a huge cathartic exercise to write
Yes,
this book? It must have been, to go back over all the details. Ay, ay, ay.
And to read it, close it, and put it in its rightful place in the past. The abuse happened for 3 years, and then basically I took over after that. Because of the shame, because of the guilt, I really thought that I didn't deserve good things. And then you discover a way to self-medicate and make that pain go away. So basically you discover alcohol, then you discover drugs. Then I became a chemist, you know, to be able to get to a point where I was completely numbed out and not having to really experience anything. You know, when it comes to addiction, everybody sees you self-destructing right in front of their eyes, and you're the last person that really knows And that's basically rock bottom, I guess, is when you finally realize, yeah, you know, that I need to change some things about my life because it's not going the way that, you know, I thought it would.
Did you find, like, drugs and alcohol, did that influence you with fighting? Like, did that make you more aggressive, possibly?
Oh, geez, I never really looked at it in that way. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I was always kind of tired and, you know, from, you know, the extracurricular activities, So, short fuse. I had a very short fuse.
I like fighters, too. So
Yeah.
I'm a fan of some of your moves.
Casey McGlynn's works of art are in a complex modernist outsider style, often captured in 3D wooden box dioramas. He describes his own work as cave painting meets comic books.
As long as I had hockey in my life, it didn't allow me to hit rock bottom, right? Because every time I got into that 200 by 85 box, the world was okay. Because when I was on the ice, I didn't have to think about anything. I was just reacting, and I loved when the fans either loved me or hated me. It was attention. But when I left the rink, I had no clue or any idea who I was.
Hockey's been your blessing and curse at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it
And
has.
I guess the toughest thing you had to do is probably forgive yourself.
Yes, that was the #1 thing.
Morag Webster describes her style as representational. Through her portraits, she works to achieve a visual biography of her subject by capturing a sense of character through the expression. What came this close to killing you is now turning out to be your vocation and what you're going around speaking about, and you're going to be saving other people.
And that's the gift that has come out of all of this. And the biggest thing is that everybody continually just wants to sweep this under the rug. But, you know, for me, it's not going to happen anymore. You know, I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to let them do it anymore because, you know, I'm strong now. I'm not afraid. You know what I mean? I've been empowered by this. Part of my journey back to sanity has brought me back to my native roots. We're the type of people that never give up. Through all of that, you know, you just get a different perspective, like a real perspective of what life is really all about, and that's family and friends that support you 100%.